We've all heard it, right? The dream of trading for a living. It's a powerful one. But for so many people, that dream turns into a frustrating, endless path of just chasing one magic formula after another. Well, today, we're diving into a book series that says that whole chase is a complete dead end, and the real solution is somewhere you might not be looking at all. Does this ring a bell? That endless hunt for the holy grail of trading? You know the one. That perfect combination of indicators and secret rules that's just going to print money. You spend months, maybe even years, bouncing from one guaranteed method to the next, and every single time you're absolutely convinced, okay, this has to be it.
But what if that whole search is a trap? According to Lance Beggs, the author of YTC Price Action Trader, that's exactly what it is. In fact, he argues that the moment you stop searching for a perfect system, that's the exact moment you finally step onto the right path to actually making money. Okay, so if the search is a trap, then what's the reality? Well, to really get it, we need to know a little bit about the author himself, because his background gives him a totally unique perspective on what this whole game is really all about.
See, Lance Beggs' background is what makes his philosophy so powerful. This isn't your typical trader. We're talking about an ex-military helicopter pilot and an aviation safety specialist. I mean, think about that for a second. These are jobs where one tiny mistake, one slip-up in your process or how you manage risk, and the consequences are catastrophic. He brings that exact same life-or-death level of discipline to the markets.
And this quote really gets to the heart of it all. He's saying, success isn't something you find out there like some formula hidden in a book. It's an internal journey. It's all about personal growth and developing the skill to actually trust your own judgment when you're in an environment of pure uncertainty.
And that brings us to maybe one of the most important distinctions in the entire book, the huge difference between a rigid mechanical system and a flexible, discretionary strategy. So on the one hand, you've got the myth that pretty much every new trader falls for, a simple buy here, sell there system. The problem is, these things just fall apart because markets aren't machines. They're chaotic. But then, on the other hand, you have the reality. Trading is a high-performance skill. It's something that requires your judgment, your intuition under pressure, kind of like flying a helicopter, right? You can't just read the manual. You have to develop a real feel for the machine.
And when you finally get that, man, it's like a huge weight is lifted off your shoulders. You're suddenly free from that never-ending search for the Holy Grail. You stop looking for answers out there, and you can finally start doing the real work, developing your own skills inside you. That mental shift, that's the critical first step. It changes everything.
Okay, so if trading is a professional skill, how in the world do you develop it? Well, the next key idea is that you absolutely have to treat it like a professional enterprise. You have to run your trading like a business.
You know, Beggs dedicates an entire volume of his work to what he calls the less sexy parts of trading. But this is the stuff that actually matters. We're talking about incredibly detailed trading plans, procedures manuals for your daily routines, having backup plans for when things go wrong, and keeping meticulous journals. See, it's not just about clicking buy and sell. It's about building a robust, professional operation around your trading.
All right, so if it's not some magic system, then what does the book actually give you? It gives you a roadmap, a structured, step-by-step process for developing yourself into a professional trader. And this roadmap is laid out so logically. You start with the absolute foundation, understanding what the market really is. From there, you learn a specific strategy. Then you build that professional business framework to support it all. And, crucially, the final parts of the book teach you how to learn and how to follow a structured path of development over time.
The practical side of this comes down to 4 distinct stages. First, you build your foundation and your plan. Then, stage 2, you move to a simulator. And I don't mean just messing around. We're talking deliberate, focused practice. Only then, in stage 3, do you go live, and you do it with the absolute smallest position size possible. You don't even think about scaling up until stage 4, and only after you have proven consistent profitability. It's a slow, methodical, professional progression that's designed to build skill safely.
So after all that, what's the ultimate takeaway from this deep dive into this philosophy? It might not be what you're expecting. And here it is, the ultimate truth. These 6 volumes, they are not the finish line. Beggs is absolutely adamant that the real learning begins after you read the final page. It happens when you take these concepts into the live market, day after day. The book gives you the map, but you're the one who has to actually make the journey.
And that leaves us with one final, critical question to think about. After hearing this approach, take a hard look at your own efforts.
Are you spending all your time and energy searching for the perfect external system? Or are you investing that time in the difficult internal process of actually becoming a trader? The answer to that question? Well, it just might change everything for you.